Virgo, welcome back to the Renaissance Tarot. Welcome to your funny and your most favorite Armenian guy, where I serve and I slay. So dear Virgo, today I'm going to be doing your reading from mid-February until the end of February 2026. And this will be a general reading, so it may resonate with you and it may not. Dear Virgo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify the main challenge and get some final advice for you. And pull one important card from the very special Oracle deck. Now, Virgo, I would like to thank you from the depth of my heart, because last time under your video, I saw that many of you were wondering if I was okay. Maybe I wasn't really smiling that much or whatever. And I saw that many of you were concerned. But I would like to kindly confirm, as I also got back to you into the comments, that I am doing absolutely fine. Probably I had a leg workout day. When I have heavy workout days, my body could be sore. The only thing that might be hurting is maybe my shoulder, because I fell on my shoulder yesterday when I was doing snowboarding, but it's recovering. And workout days, and then the winter blues. Because January, February, those are like difficult months to kind of get through, although there is sun where I live. But long story short, I love you so much. And thank you so much for being concerned on how I'm doing and on my well-being. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's get into your reading and see what is it that's going on. And energies also shift and change. Like I can't just be bouncing off the walls all the time. You know what I mean? So Virgo, your challenge from mid-February until the end of February is the Hierophant, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Okay, so Virgo, there is something about here commitment, okay, is what I'm getting. Hierophant here talks about relationship, marriage. It does also indicate a long-term commitment here. This is a challenge because a lot of you are going to make a very firm decision in regards to a very specific person, and I'm going to clarify all of that and tell you what it is that you need to know. Dear Virgo, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Some of you were dealing in the recent past with someone that kind of made you either feel like you were an option or there was a lot of confusion. I do feel like here that you were very stressed out in the past with the Nine of Swords, and it really did take a lot for you to get out of this situation where you felt like you was treated like an option, okay? Now, in the past also, someone was emotionally very much closed off towards you, okay? Someone here, maybe not a gender specific, male or female, was holding their emotions back from you, and they were maybe unavailable emotionally. We're going to talk about this and see what is it that you need to know. In the present moment, you have the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Strength. So in the present moment, Virgo, a lot of you are maybe dealing with someone that you could think of possibly getting into a relationship with or offering commitment. But I'm also getting that this has a lot to do with some sort of an internal conflict, Virgo. You could be having some sort of an internal conflict with the Five of Wands of trying to really understand if this situation is actually worth it for you, or if it's the right moment for you, or if it's actually the right time for you to get into commitment with this person. We're going to find out and we're going to clarify in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the King of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. So in the near future, for many of you, there is something here that you will make sense of. You will completely understand if it's really going to be worth it for you to invest into a relationship or remain single until you will come across to the right person. Because you do have a choice here to make. You could be dealing with two people again. And the most important thing here for you, Virgo, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, there you go. You have the Hermit, you have the High Priestess, and the Justice, okay? So many of you know better. You know better, if not all of you. You know how to deal in this situation. You know that you don't want to make the same mistakes. You need to trust your intuition, Virgo. My beautiful Virgos are ruled by you're ruled by Mercury, and the Mercury retrograde is coming up very soon. Okay, we are in the pre-shadow period, and Mercury also is the messenger, and it's a communicator. So you tend to maybe also get a lot in your head and overthink about this situation, but I think that you are looking at things from a completely different perspective now. And one important thing I want to mention is Virgo. Your solar plexus, your chakra right here is very important because you're ruled by the intestines, your digestive system. You're an alchemist, okay? So that's why they say you have your second brain here, right? So if your gut is telling you about something and you know that there is a nudge and you need to make an important decision, then you're not wrong. You just need to trust your intuition completely moving forward in this situation, okay? So without any further ado, let's get into your reading and let's clarify everything for you, dear Virgo. I'm going to clarify the Hierophant here and see what is it that you need to know. And I'm not specifically mentioning the zodiac signs for now, okay, until further notice. I just feel like this is important to kind of keep it this way because you will be the judge. You will decide on who you are dealing with, So the Hierophant is clarified by the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Pentacles. Now, when it comes to this person, like I said, it is about commitment. It is about marriage. It's a long-term relationship that many of you could anticipate into. You have the Sun, the Four of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. You could be dealing with someone that's younger than you, okay? Could be a fire sign. That's all I'll say for now. For many of you, this is about happiness and future happiness. You are going to be taking a lot of things into consideration by going back and forth with the Two of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Swords to understand the truth. There might even be a conversation, actually, that will confirm your decision if you would want to commit to this person or not. Okay, because for many of you, you have gone back and forth and you pretty much know about this person. You know their ethics and their morals and their values. There is something about this person that you truly like, you admire, okay? So that's why in this month, within the next few weeks, you will be kind of weighing your options down because you're thinking long term, you're thinking long commitment, okay? And this is for you, it's very serious. It's about committing, it's about marriage, institution here. That's something that's going to be very important. So you have a decision here to make if you would really want to basically move forward with this person in the near future when it comes to long-term commitment and marriage. In the recent past, you have the Nine of Swords. In the recent past, a lot of you were stressed out about a situation. So the Nine of Swords, dear Virgo, in the past is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles, and you have the Temperance. There could have been also, you might have even been married to somebody here in the past. I feel like that someone here was very much focused on money and career, and maybe, they were happy, you were happy. But I am getting here that maybe someone's choice of career or desire for success, fame, and money, basically it really took over the long-term commitment, took over the desire for long-term commitment and marriage. And that's what I'm really strongly getting. Because you could have also been stressed out in the past, Virgo, in terms of marrying this person, and maybe that's not what they truly wanted. This person wanted to make money or to be rich or to go after a career success. You know what I mean? So the Queen of Cups in the past was somebody that was actually emotionally closed off towards you. And the Queen of Cups, dear Virgo, is clarified by the King of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the Queen of Swords. Wow. And the Queen and the Hierophant. You might have dealt with two individuals in the past. A lot of you, the one of them that you were dealing with was very logical. This person was very cutthroat. They had a very strong personality here. Could have been an air sign. And then you had the other one that was possibly a fire sign. Could have been a water sign too. But for many of you, this is about you in the recent past realizing that if someone here is not really ready for commitment, there is a lot of passion and desire, but there is no really long-term vision, then what am I looking into? With the Seven of Pentacles, why am I even investing my time into this relationship right now, right? When there is a lot of options, a lot of choices that could be made. And this Seven of Cups also can mean that, there was a confusion when it came to this situation and it came to this person. The reason why is because one moment you felt like this person was moving towards a very long-term serious relationship direction. One moment they were not, okay? So the Seven of Cups in the recent past, Virgo, let's clarify that. And it is clarified by the Star, the Empress, and the Moon. A lot of you, I feel like when you dealt with this person, you really felt like that there is something that was possibly hidden from you. You couldn't quite pinpoint that, but I feel like there might have been, somebody here from behind the scenes. You could have thought maybe this person has a third party they were not telling you about. Someone's mother also could have been involved in this situation. I don't know why am I seeing this, but I feel like someone's mother or a feminine figure was involved in this situation that created a lot of confusion. Now, that confusion has caused some sort of a conflict within you. Virgo, in the present moment with the Five of Wands, a lot of you are conflicted or a lot of you are confronted within yourself. I think you have this inner silent battle that you're fighting to see if this relationship will go anywhere. The Five of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten and the Death card. Yeah, you do truly love this person. I just feel like that right now with the Page of Swords and the Seven of Wands and the Death card, that there is possibly also something a little bit immature about this person, or something needs to transform and change for you and them to be together. There is a very much needed transformation that needs to happen. Something needs to change, or someone here needs to be let go of, possibly from their end, possibly from your end, for you and this person to move towards a long-term commitment and relationship. Because a lot of you, you're open to having a conversation with this person with the Page of Swords. You have the idea, the vivid image, and if I may say, the project of what you really feel like your relationship should look like. I'm calling it a project because I know as a Virgo, you have your pros and cons, your meticulous, articulated way of handling things, and you know what you want. Maybe this person doesn't still know what they want, and they have given you mixed signals in the past, and it has created internal conflict within you. So that's why a lot of you are kind of really struggling to even say anything right now, right? The Seven of Wands and the Page of Swords. Should I reach out? Should I not? Should I clarify? Should I ask? Should I not? So something is about to happen with the Eight of Wands here for you in the present moment. And the Eight of Wands is clarified by the Lovers, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Swords, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So for many of you, I think that if you ever had any kind of suspicion of this person that you were dealing with, that they were not being dishonest with you, I think you're going to heal that. You're going to see that someone also here maybe wasn't telling you something because they were trying to maintain a peace, is what I'm getting. Something here was being hidden from you, and you're going to someone is going to tell you something. This person could be telling you something. Let me just put it this way, Virgo. Let me elaborate what I'm really seeing, okay? I am feeling that you might be dealing with someone that this person might tell you something later. They're just not telling you now. It doesn't have to be anything extra like bad or terrible or whatsoever. But this person truly loves you, and they're kind of trying to maintain a peace here with you. They're not telling you about it. And it's like almost the ball is going to be in your court to decide what you really want to do with that situation. Very interesting, questionable situation. Now, the Strength, Virgo, is clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So I do feel like here that for many of you, in the long run, you and this person could end up actually working things out. It's just going to take a lot of effort on both ends to really cooperate to work it out. I am getting here that both of you share the same vision of having an equal give and take exchange energy where there is no breadcrumbing going on, and many of you are going to try to really put into the efforts to work it out. You have the Strength card here is what I'm clarifying. So this person and you share a lot of, there is a spiritual bond, there is a very special connection that you have with this person, Virgo. I feel like that it will take some time and effort to really build that into something much stronger. You have the Strength. You have a decision to make. Nine of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So the King of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Sun at the bottom of the deck. A lot of you see the future potential with this person, even though this is not going to resonate with everyone. So even though, Virgo, for many of you, ouch, this situation ended very painfully and very badly, and you kind of really couldn't see where this was, if this was ever going to go anywhere. I do see here that you're still going to work it out. You're still going to try to make it work, because you do see this person to be your soulmate, maybe even a twin flame. Even though this is not that reading gears towards that. You have the sun, okay? This is someone that maybe you feel like they have some sort of a Leo in their birth chart. That's what I'm going to say. It's not going to be resonating with everyone. And you really have a decision here to make, because it's been a lot of on and off maybe, and falling out and folding back in type of a situation. You know what I'm saying? It's been shaky in the past. So the 9 of Cups is clarified by the Devil, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. Now, for many of you, if there is a third-party situation, whether this is a family member, whether this is some sort of an addiction, I think that's something that's going to be worked out. Someone here is going to work towards some sort of a addiction, or healing something, or really finding their way out of some sort of a toxic situation. Okay, could be a third-party situation, in order for them to be with you, because I do see here there is going to be a potential reunion happening for some of you, and this could lead to a long-term marriage and relationship. Now, 8 of Swords in the near future, Virgo. Let's clarify the 8 of Swords and see what is it that you need to know. The 8 of Swords, dear Virgo, is clarified by the Magician, the Tower, and the 8 of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. You have the power, you possess the power to either manifest this situation, to work it out. Again, but everyone has free will. When they come towards you, I think they will come towards you, but this is about also the amount of work that they will have done. Or you can completely decide to walk away. Completely decide to walk away from this situation if you feel that you are being manipulated. If you feel like that this is something that's disturbing your peace, the Tower and the 8 of Cups. If you feel like that this person comes around, okay, and there is still some sort of questionable things, behavioral patterns, or possible suspicion of a third party, I'm just saying, for example, then I'm getting here the energy that you're going to embody, Virgo, is that you're not going to entertain it at all. You're going to walk away, because this is almost like you're basically shooting your last shot. You're just giving it a shot. You're trying to see if this is going to work out. That's why in the present moment, Virgo, your challenge is the Hierophant, clarified by the 2 of Pentacles and Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. You kind of go back and forth. You could go back and forth whether you want to be with this person or not, back and forth between two people. You got to prioritize what makes you happy, and, you know, make sure that nothing and no one disturbs your peace. You got to have your do not disturb sign on so that people don't mess with you. Because 8 of Swords here, you don't want to end up being in this place of being either treated like an option, or that, you know, it's like someone here is being wishy-washy with you. This is about your happiness, Virgo. Okay, and that's why you gotta trust your intuition, which we saw in the beginning, the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Justice, right? Trusting your intuition, doing what's right for you, and being extremely fair to yourself. The Hermit is you. You are very smart, you are very wise, beyond your years, Virgo. A lot of you have gone through many silent battles, you've fought many battles, and I think that the time has come for you to really decide right now, based on the lessons you have learned. Am I going to abandon myself and be with someone that's wishy-washy? Or maybe I could give it a chance to see if this person has truly changed and go forward with them. Or move towards a new direction where I could just be happy and by myself and possibly attract someone new. You know, because that also happens when you're focused on yourself, when you're not chasing, when you're not looking, then the person shows up as well. So Virgo, let's see what is the advice. It's coffee time. After this, Virgo, it's coffee time. So you have the 8 of Cups, the 6 of Cups, and the 9 of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. Very interesting. Virgo, honey, bro, this person with the 6 of Cups, they will pop up back into your life. We're not surprised, because we're also getting into the Mercury retrograde period. So for many of you, this is about you choosing, right? You have the 8 of Cups, excuse me, again. To choose and to decide if you are going to really enter into this relationship or not, because the person that walked away from you, or maybe disconnected from you either on purpose or because of certain external circumstances, they will try to make an attempt to come back into your life with the Knight of Cups and offer you love. And you also have new love walking into your life, when you choose to disconnect from this situation. It's a complicated situation, not really though. Basically, you have options and choices. People will come at you from multiple directions. You have the choice here to make. Who do you want to marry? Who do you want to commit, right? The Hierophant, the marriage card, and the Four of Wands, because this could lead to long-term commitment, and that's something that you have been thinking about, but it needs to be with the right person who will not sabotage the relationship and who will not betray your trust. So this is the advice that I have for you, dear Virgo. And finally, I'm going to pull, for the last minute of this reading, I'm going to pull one important oracle card to see what you need to know. So Virgo, you have authority. Yeah, number 4. 444 could be very significant for many of you. Number 4, authority. This is a confirmation for you, Virgo, that you are in full autonomy and authority of the decisions that you need to make. This is about you saying, I'm the boss. I'm not a victim to the external circumstances. And a lot of times you just gotta speak with authority and with conviction and let people know where you stand and that you don't tolerate anything less, because you know what you deserve. You know what you deserve and what you bring to the table. Okay, so this is your authority stepping into your power. And I get it, the Mercury retrograde might be challenging for you because it's your ruling planet and the Gemini too. But remember, Virgo, I'm here to assist you and help you as much as I can. I love you so much, and I will remind you of your power. So don't forget. Some sassy shit out here. So dear Virgo, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate your concern and your care for me. I'm doing so good in life. It's not even funny. I love you so much, and I wish you all the same as well. And I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.